Hi, you guys, and welcome back to Jewell's Gems. Today is Valentine's Day, and in honor of Valentine's Day, even though we can't really do anything because the weather is frightful, I decided to give you all a little something you can feel today. Get into these earrings. We have a store here called Sam Moon, and I really love that store. More because they have a wide variety of earrings. This is not a plug. An accessory store, if you will, and I like to go from time to time to walk their aisle and see what new things they have in store. And so I seen these beauties and was like, these are very dope, and one day I'm gonna need to wear them. And I picked today, so happy Valentine's Day from me to you. On behalf of Valentine's Day, um, Valentine's Day, even though I'm a lover of love, Valentine's Day has never been like a favorite holiday of mine. Not sure why. My favorite holiday actually happens to be Halloween. It's just something about actually the month of October, to be specific, where there is a shift in nature, right? That I can feel, that I can smell. It just hit different for me. I'm going to talk about divorce. I understand that all divorces are not created equally. So if I say something as it relates and pertains to my experience, it does not diminish or dismiss the experience that you have had throughout your divorce or relationship. It is not to say that how you navigated through that separation and breakup, that it was wrong, because I do understand that some things are unrepairable. Some things you cannot make whole, such as sexual assault, rape, abuse that is mental, emotional, and physical. And to me, they all mean the same. So I want to get that out the way. This is specific to those of us who grew apart, right? For one reason or another. And seems as though that co-parenting with that person is hard and just excruciatingly painful. I'm speaking to those individuals because they are hurt, right? And they're operating from a place of ego and betrayal or some type of broken trust, and there's some disloyalty involved, right? So those who I am specifically speaking to. If I trigger you in any type of way, I want to be on. Let me go ahead on the front end and say that I apologize, because that is not my intent. And even though I have the best of intentions, we all know that doesn't always bode well. So I get it, I understand it, and just accept my apology on the front end. With that said, my ex-husband and I have known each other for over 20 years. And we literally started out as people who couldn't stand each other, right? But then our friendship evolved and we were like best friends, basically. And then it transitioned into a relationship. We were married for 5 years and we have been separated, divorced for about 6. During that time of separation and divorce, I'm not gonna lie to you, there were moments where it was hard, right? And rightfully so. There's feelings and a foundation that has been built, a life that has been built, and now is being dismantled and uprooted. So that's understandable and that's given, right? But I do believe that if two people are unhappy with each other, that if you are not able to come to a common ground, the only other thing left to do is to walk away. We have a son, and a lot of people were saying, think about your child and things of that nature. And there was not a moment in the decision that I made that I did not think about him. When I had a child, when I first found out I was pregnant, what was extremely important to me is that my son knew he was loved. He knows what love is. Oftentimes, I have seen parents or couples who have children who stick it out for their children, and it really creates an unhappy environment for the child. The child then learns how to love in that space. And when you are living under a roof where you can feel that there is no love, you can't fool anyone, not even a child. And I did not want our son to be raised in a household where I didn't want to take that chance. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't want to take the chance because my son deserves better. He deserves two parents, but at the expense of what? And the what, to me, was not worth it. I want my son to know what love feels like, what love looks like, and what love is, even if it does not consist of his two parents living under the same roof. The way we were able to have and continue to have and prayerfully continue to have a successful co-parenting relationship is because I let him know on the front end. I don't know who all has been in your ear, but it seems as though they're deflecting and projecting their personal experience on separation and divorce onto you, and you are making it out to seem like that's what our experience is going to be. And it's not. I can assure you that what they went through is not the same thing that you're going to go through. I want peace. I want happiness. And we deserve that from each other and for each other, even if we are no longer together. And we are going to operate on a much higher level than how other people have, how other people navigate through their separation and co-parenting relationship differently. Okay? It took some time because I feel like he didn't trust me, which is understandable. We're going through a divorce, so things are not normal, right? But it wasn't too long before it clicked in him, like, yo, she's correct. She's correct in what she's saying. Like, this is gonna be the most smoothest, amicable dissolve of a relationship that anyone can experience. And the reason I chose that is because I always kept my son here at the forefront. I deliberately did not want to operate from a place of hurt or ego or weaponize my son to hurt his daddy. I don't believe in that shit. I think it's the most fucked up thing you can do to someone. especially your child. That's not what they're there for. Our children are actually our greatest teachers, right? And I don't take the role of my son being in my life for granted. And I think oftentimes we as adults never consider or never conceptualize that our children, although younger, can actually teach us a lot about life, right? And I was moved to create this video not only because of Valentine's Day, but I came across the post on Facebook that I came across, and it was a general post, right? But I'm gonna find it. It says, "I'm the type of person that if we are close enough friends or family and you stop messing with somebody, then that means I don't mess with them either." Shrug. I don't even need a reason personally if we're close enough. Now, again, that post is general. It's very general. It doesn't speak to a specific situation or scenario, but it immediately made me think of how people, when they do separate and they do fall out of love for each other, that is some people's expectation of their friends or family. And I made it known to my ex-husband that ain't no separation. You are family then, you're family now, and you will continue to be my family even in death. And there's not going to be separate anything when it comes to our son. He has a birthday, he's only going to have one. Ain't no two. I know people do it. We're not doing it. We gonna all come together as one, like Frankie, Beverly, and Maze. And then when we separate, then you can go back to your respective corners. But when it comes to this one, we gonna come together. We gonna leave our egos at the door. Don't come in here with no ego. It's not accepted. And so when I seen that post, me being the person that I am, I seen some comments. I was like, well, surely there's going to be people in this comment section that is going to speak to how immature that post actually is. And to my level of ignorance, it wasn't. It was a bunch of people speaking highly of, I got your back, reaffirming this person's immaturity. And me being the person that I am, my parents taught my siblings and I, right is right and wrong is wrong. I don't know any other way to operate. And nor do I give a damn who you are. If your ass is right, I'm with you when you right. If your ass is wrong, I'm with you when you're wrong, and I'm gonna call your ass out on your wrongness. Period. There is no exceptions to it. And the fact that these people were reaffirming this individual's clear wrongness, it validated for me, actually, not only is this person stunting their own growth, but these people don't actually give a fuck about you as much as you think, because they're okay with you stunting your growth. Love is evolution. Love is ever evolving, right? There is no one way to love someone. And not only does my ex-husband and I show my son how to love each other by being respectful of each other and showing him that we like each other and we can get along with each other. We probably get along better as exes than people who are actually married, right? But even in that, love is also holding you accountable for your thoughtlessness. So me being the person that I am, I can't let you in good conscience, once I've seen what you've posted, I can't let you in good conscience just let you think that that behavior and thought process is acceptable. You know why? Because I love you. And because I love you, I care about you. I care about your growth. I care about your soul's progression. I care about the evolution of who you are and who you want to be. Because how you navigate in this world actually does have an impact on how your child is going to navigate in this world. And if you navigate this world like a immature ass human being, then unfortunately your child may also navigate this world like an immature ass human being. And we've clearly got enough of that going on right now in 2021. Why would we even continue to perpetuate that of our own self, let alone our offspring? So there is this line that the great Jay-Z says, "What you eat don't make me shit." And I believe that. I stand by that. I live by that. Because oftentimes when people get divorced or separated from their relationships, they want everyone else to stop fucking with the other person. Why? I would never ask my family to stop fucking with my ex-husband because we're not together. That's the dumbest, that's actually the worst thing you could actually ask of someone, is that for no reason other than the fact that we're not together, don't fuck with that person. No. Continue to grow with that person, because that is the mother and father of my child, right? And then if your child sees that that's how you handle their parent, then when they get into a relationship, they're going to think that that behavior, which is toxic, okay, it is actually coming from a place of someone who needs some healing, okay, they're going to navigate their relationships that way. And to me, if that is what determines and defines what loyalty is to you, then I would have to say to that person who made that post and to the people that is reaffirming him in that post, that you are actually not being loyal. You're actually showing how disloyal you are. Loyalty is about accountability. If your loved ones, friends or family, cannot stand firm in their word and how they believe and hold you accountable to what is right, they are not loyal to you. And you are not loyal to yourself. You two, or you whoever, actually should not be able to trust one another. Because there is nothing in this world that could make me follow you when you operate from a place of hurt ego. No. In conclusion, we show our son love by how we treat each other, how we respect one another, how much we like each other,